Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout out goes to Ray R1444. Ray was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus was this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a review of a neat new drone for you folks. Actually, this has been out for a few months, but this is the first time I've got a chance to get a hold of it to do a review. This is the Fimi Mini 3. This is a feature-packed drone, folks. Very small, lightweight, but it has more features than many other drones in its current price range of around, I believe, $350, under $350. Very feature-packed drone. Very lightweight, weighs only 244 grams with its battery. That means this does not require registration in most countries, folks. You don't need that remote ID either with this particular drone. It's cool for that point alone. Other things about it, folding drone, of course, for maximum portability. Along with it comes with a very nice carrying case for the drone and its accessories that come with it. So other things about it, it is powered by 7.7 volt, 2,200 milliamp hour rapid charge lithium-ion battery. It provides it up to 32 minutes of flight time. It also is powered by brushless motors. These brushless motors you give the drone durability, increased durability as compared, well, you're not going to get a brushed motor drone these days in this price range. They're all brushless, but they are powerful and with strong wind resistance up to level 5, actually, for this particular drone. I think that's around 25 mile per hour, something around that area. Other things about it, it doesn't just have a GPS system, folks. It has a quad-star global navigation system, which means this uses U.S. GPS system, Russia's GLONASS system, China's BeiDu system, along with the European Union's Galileo system. It uses all 4 of them. So for accurate auto hover and automatic return to home and landing, this can do it, of course, on loss of signal, on command, and on low battery. Other things about it, let's take a close look at its belly. It does have an optical flow system right here if you want to fly indoors using the optical flow system. This will look directly below the drone's position, and what it sees, it uses that to maintain its position in horizontal space. Additionally, it has time of flight sensors, IR time of flight sensors right here. What this does is shoots a little beam of IR light at the ground and bounces back, and it actually can measure the time it takes that light to go to the ground and come back, and uses that for very accurate altitude positioning to help the drone maintain very good accurate altitude when it's close to the ground. Okay, when it gets higher from the ground, it switches more to the barometric control for maintaining the altitude position of the drone, which doesn't have to be as accurate when it's higher up. Other things about it, of course, it has a 3-axis stabilized mechanical gimbal here for good stabilized video and photos. Additionally, other things about it, it has, with this camera points down, it does have precision landing capability, like that other company that we don't name, that I don't normally review. I do review them every once in a while, but not lately. But anyways, this does have precision landing capability, where this camera will look down at the ground, look for your landing pad. You have to have a landing pad, and try to center itself on the landing pad on the descent. Other things, the camera itself is a Sony 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 48 megapixel sensor. This camera can take still photos up to 8K, which is 8,000 by 6,000 pixels resolution, and video from 1080p to 4K at frame rates up to 60 frames per second. And that includes the 4K. This can take 4K video at 60 frames per second. Now, when I go out and do my video review, I am not going to be taking 4K at 60 frames per second. That's too hard for me to edit that video on my little laptop. But I will do it in 4K, 30 frames per second, so we'll use that for my particular review. Now, this camera also has AI, artificial intelligence, super night video capability. Okay, this can take video at night, folks. So if you want a nightscape scenery, if you can fly at night in your country, you can send this up, and this can take video at night. Additionally, it has 2T AI computing power for visual smart tracking. This does visual follow me. You know, the modes that this doesn't do GPS follow me. It does visual follow me, very accurate visual follow me using smart tracking. And I'll demonstrate those when we go out into the field and do the flights. Now, the video is recorded to an onboard TF card, memory card that you insert right there. And so this does have video. Of course, it does have video recording onto a TIFF card at that price range. Now, let's talk about the flight controller. This flight controller has a built-in dual-band switching signal relay system. What does that mean? That means the signals from the drone and to your phone, and going in the opposite direction from your phone to the drone, and from the controller to the drone and back, are done through relay. Okay, this doesn't use Wi-Fi, is what I'm trying to say, folks. And it uses 2.4 gigahertz and 5.8 gigahertz simultaneously with switching capability for that. So it looks for the the best signal that it can, which one's providing the best signal, and it uses that to determine which band it's transmitting on to the drone. That gives this controller and your ability to control this drone and see its video of ranges out to 9 kilometers. That's pretty good, especially at this price range. But you got to remember, folks, that most countries, including the United States, does not allow you to fly at those ranges with these little drones, okay? Even with these little drones, okay? In the U.S., you have to remain within line of sight, which means you have to be able to visually see that drone. And you're not going to be able to, obviously not be able to see that drone at 9 kilometers. But the good thing about this is this provides a very strong signal to your phone and vice versa. You'll be able to see, very good signal, even in cluttered environments or in urban environments where normally Wi-Fi interference would interfere with a Wi-Fi flyer. This relay system will overcome that. You should be able to get a strong FPV signal from the drone to your phone in nearly all cases, especially if you're flying in legal ranges, let's say that, to this, from the drone to your position. Now, the connection of your phone to the controller is done through on-the-go cables. These things, OTG cables, I call them on-the-go. And they are the ones that are provided are for iPhones and for phones with Type-C, Android phones with Type-C connectors. So you have those two options. They did not provide a connector for micro USB, but there are other connectors you can purchase if you do have a phone with a micro USB that you can get an on-the-go cable purchased separately to use with your phone with this particular drone. Now, let's talk about the app. This uses the Fimi Mini Nav app. It's a very advanced app, folks. Provides the real-time FPV in-flight video to your phone, and advanced flight control features are also available through this app. Now, the features include advanced video and camera settings. I'm not going to go through all of them right now, but you can get detailed settings that you normally would see on a commercial drone with this particular app to set up your camera or you set up your shots for the particular flights that you're doing. Now, additionally, in addition to the camera settings, it has a lot of intelligent flight modes with this, including tap fly. It has 3 visual follow me's, and the visual follow me, I'll demonstrate each of them when we go out in the field. It also has orbit, spiral, very advanced waypoint flying feature, along with the ability to save your waypoints if you want to do future surveillance missions with this. This particular drone can do surveillance missions, folks. Pre-planned flight missions. And very detailed what you can do with this drone, raising it up, what shots to take. I've never seen more advanced waypoint missions than what this one can particularly do. I was impressed with that. Additionally, it has quick shot modes of soaring, which is rocket mode, where it flies straight up and looks at your position as it goes up, along with droney, which is up and away, orbit, spiral, and it also has drifting flight. So let's go over what you get with this particular drone. Let's start over with the manuals. Now, the manuals are very basic. There's a basic safety manual there, and then it's the main instruction manual. I recommend that you also go on and download the full user manual, which is available on the Fimi
website, because the manual that's provided with this drone in the box is very, very basic, just to get you in the air. That's all it's for. So I recommend you also download, if you get this drone, download the app or the full manual from the Fimi website and read that in details to see all the things that this drone can do, which is pretty impressive. Other things you get in the package, of course, you get the drone. You get 2 batteries if you get the 2 battery bundled package. I did. All right, that's what I got with mine. Of course, you get a little protector for the gimbal protector, a spare set of propellers along with a screwdriver to change those propellers. You get also a 3 amp dual wall charger for charging the drone and the controller, and you get 2 cables, charging cables for that, along with 2 on-the-go cables, as I mentioned, for Apple phones and for Android phones with Type-C, along with the controller. Now let's go over the controller final before we quit here. The buttons on it are very basic. There's not a lot that you need to know about it, other than this is the scroll wheel for raising and lowering the camera's gimbal, looking up and looking down. You start video recording by pressing this button here, and stop it also by pressing that button there. You can take a photo by pressing this button here, and you turn on the controller by a quick press and then a long press to start it, and the same going reverse to shut it off. And also it has automatic return to home capability by pressing this button here. Now also, this is your throttle, this is your yaw, this is your pitch and your roll control. And let's talk about these 2 antennas. These are your relay antennas. You want to keep the flat end of these antennas pointed at your drone at all times. That gives you the best signal. Do not point the antennas at the drone. That gives you the worst signal, okay? The signals coming out of this antenna are coming out that way and coming out that way. You want to make sure that the flat portion of the antenna is pointed toward the drone to get the best reception. So that's what you get with the Fimi Mini 3. I am rather excited to go out and fly this thing. Let's take it out in the field, folks, and see how it flies. So hope you enjoy these flights.
Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and welcome to beautiful Pleasant Ridge Park for the test flight of the Fimi Mini 3. Okay, let's turn it on by a quick press and a long press of the power button. 1, and then a long press till we hear the ESC's chirping. Then we'll put it on a flat level surface and turn on the controller by a quick press and a long press. Now this should open up my app automatically. In the meantime, I am going to make sure, there we go, it's going to open up the app automatically. So when it does that, I'll start recording, so hold on, folks. Okay, this is the Navi Mini 3 app available on Play and on the App Store, and this took about 30 seconds to connect to the drone and then open up the app automatically. Now, before we take off here, I normally do a compass calibration, but I already did it at home, folks. It is in the menu if you need to do such. I recommend doing it, especially for the first time. Let me show you in the menu where it is. You hit the settings icon in the upper right, and we are in that section. We can scroll down here. There should be a calibrate here somewhere. Oh, wait. Before we do that, I want to make sure precise landing is on. I have that turned off. Turn on. Yes. We need that type of pad to do precise landing, by the way, folks. But where is the calibration? I know it's in there somewhere. Is it this one? No, that's gimbal calibration. I know it does that. There it is. Compass calibration. Let's do it. We're here. Hit that, and then I hit calibrate, and we're going to do a horizontal calibration, rotating it until the app says we are done. Green light is on. We're looking for a red light. It's taking its time. There we go. Red light is on. Now we're doing vertical. And there, calibration is complete. So calibration on this sometimes is a little bit wonky. It takes a while to get it to do it. But it is calibrated, folks. And I have turned on the feature that I wanted, which is
precision landing. And again, for precision landing, you need a pad similar to what I got there, a landing pad, something with contrast that shows up on its landing. Okay, we're going to take off first. But before we take off, I want to start the video recording. And video should start. Video started. And to start the motors, both sticks down and inboard. And giving it some throttle to take off. And let's get into the picture here. And sync up the cameras. And say, how do you like my shirt today, folks? Now look how it's holding its position there. Nice and steady. That's what I want to see. So, okay. Now, to head over in that direction there, one feature I wanted to try before we take off here is tap fly. And I want to go up a bit higher to do that. We're not going to go super high, folks. We're just going to do a low speed flight over there using the tap fly feature. And let me find that tap fly. Okay. And here's the map. And we're going to head over in the general direction of the tree line over there, but just before the baseball diamond. And then I'm going to hit, I think that's it, tap fly. And is it going to do it? Or maybe I need to push forward to do it? No. Upper right arrow. Flight speed. Let's slow it down. I don't want it to go there. 2 miles per second, or 2 meters per second should be good. It's 72 meters away. We're going to go at about 5 meter height, and I'm going to hit go. And is it going to go? Oh yeah, there it goes. On its own. Let's raise the gimbal up too while it's going over there. And are we almost there? That gives nice smooth flight as you're going over there. Can I rotate while it's doing this? No, you can't. Yeah, you can. Okay, we're over in the area now. Now the next thing I want to do is fly over those trees there, but I want to come down low and slow. But first let's get over to those trees. So pushing forward, coming down lower, because there are, as you can see there are lines on that power line there. I don't want to go hit those. I almost hit them one time, folks. But we're coming down low, lower, and heading over. Now when I get closer to the trees, I'm going to switch to a different mode. Okay, we're there now, and hitting the mode feature here. And what I am looking for is tripod mode. 1 meters per second. And then we're going to hit OK. That's what I want. I don't want to go too fast through here. So pushing forward and pulling down. I want to go nice and slow through these trees. Nothing fast or jerky. And I don't want to hit those branches either. Nice and slow. This is the tripod mode. It slows it down so all the features are nice and slow and cinematic looking as we're going through the tree line here. And pulling through there. Going over a little bit farther. Then right from there I'm going to slowly turn to the right in tripod mode. And if you notice on the screen that little, in the lower right corner, the yellow circle, that is where we're at. It shows you the direction home if you need to find the direction home. But okay, there is the sign for Pleasant Ridge Park. Let's go to the left, roll to the left, and also at the same time I'm rotating, giving it yaw to the right. Looking at the sign for Pleasant Ridge Park. This is doing a nice job, ain't it, folks? Pretty cool thing, what this can do. Okay, from there, and see the yellow H? It's always pointing away home, so you always know which way is home with this particular drone. And coming to the left, and I'm going to come out of tripod mode. Hitting X. And we're going to push forward, and I want to go over farther forward. I'm going to pick up a little speed here. Heading over. And from that point there, let's rotate to the left. And then climb to see Lake Erie like I normally do. We'll take it up to about 30 to 40 meters to see Lake Erie. We're at 25 meters, 30, we'll go all the way up to 40 today. 40 meters. Okay, and from there, I'm going to switch back to advanced modes here, and we're going to select cinema mode. Now with cinema mode, I can do slow rotates, and that's similar to tripod mode. But I want to rotate and show the area, show this camera off, what this camera can do. Nice view, huh? Nice camera on this thing. Well, it better be. Dang, nice camera, huh? Yes, look at the home point pointing back toward us, so we know where we're at. Okay, from there, I want to stop at cinema mode. And next thing I want to try is SAR mode. The reason I want to try SAR mode is, I'll show you here shortly, if we can get it up, is we have the ability to zoom in using the app. And I'm going to try to do such right now. What can I do with it? Okay, I got to lower the gimbal a bit here. I'm trying to use this feature here. There we go. Zooming in. Okay, that says where I'm supposed to be, but don't seem to be there. Where are you? Let's zoom out a bit, maybe. Zoom out. Where am I? I got my tie-dye on today. I should be easy to see. Okay, zooming in. Again. Okay, this zoom feature does not, my phone might be the issue, but let's zoom in again. And lowering the gimbal. And where are you? Let's slide to the left. Or maybe rotate to the left. Rotate back to the right. Oh, there I am. There I am. Okay. Zooming back up again. So there we go. Let's zoom in all the way now. Zoom in from way over there. That's full zoom there. So that is SAR mode. On the lat long you see there is actually for directly where the drone is. I'm pretty sure that's the drone's lat long position. I don't know what the other numbers are that's showing there, but we'll zoom out again now. Okay, we demonstrated that zoom feature. Now let's turn again, rotate back to looking at Lake Erie. This time I'm doing a fast rotate to save some time. And from there, I want to raise up the gimbal. And we're going to start, or the video recording is stopped already. I don't know if I actually recorded it. But I want to switch to camera mode. And to do such, I'm going to hit that button there. Video, not video. Hit X, exit SAR mode. And we're going to switch, not that. Video camera, I want to go to photo. And I'm going to take a photograph from over there. And pressing the button one time. Took a photo from that position there. And from that, I'm going back to video. And I'm starting the video camera one more time. And rotating to the left. Because from that point, I want to do a return to home. And to do that, we're going to hit the return to home button. Now remember, we got precision landing set up. Okay, I held down the return to home button and it's coming back. Now it should, when it gets overhead the landing pad, it should look downward and look for the landing pad. So we'll see if it does that. Notice that I also have my drone bag on the ground too. I hope it doesn't look at that, but we'll find out. Okay, here it comes back. Now, I recommend you guys get this orange one. You can see this orange one pretty good in the sky, and that's good for most flights, folks. Very good visibility on this particular drone, which is important. Again, you remember you're supposed to maintain visual orientation on this at all times. Now, is it locking on? It's trying. Landing pad not detected yet. Coming down. H is near the landing pad. Well, let's see it. We'll find out here shortly. Landing pad detected. It says it sees it. Is it going to land on it? We'll find out. Coming down, coming down. How accurate is this landing going to be? We've got a bit of a wind here. I'll tell you right now, it's about 7 miles per hour. It sees it, it sees it. Oh, darn. That's pretty good, huh? Pretty cool that it could do that. Okay, let's get back in the air again. So bringing both sticks down and inboard like so. And then let's give it some throttle. Taking off. Syncing up the cameras one more time. Actually starting video recording. Using the app this time to start the video recording. Now, next thing I want to try is these advanced, what do you call it? Intelligent flight modes. And let me get my script here and make sure I don't forget any of them. But we're going to go up a bit higher, and lower the camera gimbal. In the lower right corner, we're going to hit the intelligent flight modes, and then hit follow. And let me make sure I'm reading all this. Open area, yeah, we got all that. Does not support zoom, but that's okay. Now, circle over my position. We want to follow me. Follow. And hit track, go. We're going to use track. The flight height is too low. We got to go above 5 meters. How about now? Go. And is it following me? We'll find out. Now, this is track mode, which is similar to DJI follow, where it's like being pulled on a string. Let's see if it actually follows me. Yeah, it's coming along. Let's walk around in a circle. Now, this AI intelligent flight mode supposedly can tell the difference between people, animals, vehicles. You can have it follow any of those. So it's pretty darn cool in that sense right there. Okay, let's try the other follow. We're going to use parallel follow. And hitting go. Now, parallel follow is the same as Hubsan style follow, where it stays in a general direction away from you and just follows you in parallel. How about the other way? Does it sense it? It senses it. How about going toward it? It's going to let me go underneath it. No. I think I had it set there. There's a setting in there it lets it go backwards, but I don't think that I have it set up that way. But let's hit stop and hit OK. So that's not particular. Let me hit follow one more time. Click or select the target. Let's try surround. And we'll go that way. Go. Now in this mode, it'll circle me. But it'll also follow me, supposedly, as I'm walking. Is that true? We'll find out. It seems to be doing it. Circling me as I walk. Pretty cool, huh? Just keep circling my position as I walk. Now, can I adjust the radius? Pulling outboard. Will it go again? Okay, yeah, you can adjust the radius of the circle, which is interesting, by just simply pulling back on the stick while it's doing that circling. Pretty neat. So yeah, this is an awesome drone for the price, folks. I gotta admit, it's a pretty good competitor to others in this price range. I gotta say, okay, let's hit stop on this and come out of that particular smart mode. Let's see, other things we can test. Let's bring it over right about there, and we're going to try. We did something like orbit. I don't want to do orbit again, but let's try spiral. And set a central point, and the radius of the drone, and fly around the central point spiral. Central point will be right over us, and then hitting OK. And please fly to the top of center, set the center. Setting center is me, where I'm at right now. Radius should be over 5 meters. Pulling it back a bit. And setting radius and hitting go. Okay. And here we go. Doing its spiral. Cool. Cool thing this can do. Going up higher and higher and higher as it spirals up and away. Neat feature. Okay, let's come out of that. And then coming back down, because I want to try other things. Bringing it back down. And raising up its gimbal. And the next thing I want to try on my list are the quick shot modes. Make sure I got that set up. And to do that, we need to stop the video. And then hit the video camera icon over there. And then hit one-click video. And we're going to do droney first. And we're going to click on me. Select the shooting target, and the aircraft will automatically go up. That's me. And then hit start. Start, start. And does it do it? Go. Going up and away into the sunlight. That's cool. And does it come back down? That's the question. Or does it stay up there? It looks like it's moving. It looks like it's coming back down. It is. That's nice. This time I'm going to turn it to the left here and do the next one. Let's exit out of that. Where is the exit out of that? The auto return is on. That's what I want. Sport, cinema. I want normal. That's not it either. And maybe that one. Okay, there we go. Upper one is the one you hit. Now let's hit soaring, which is rocket mode. And I got that selected, and click on the target, which is me. And hitting OK. OK. And it should do a rocket straight up. Oh, 4 meters. Okay, select the target box, which is me. And hit start. Is it going to do it? And there it goes. Straight up. Keeping the target on me. Neat features. Rocket and droney. Yeah, let's come back down here. Now the next thing I want to try is to come out of that first. I want to come out of these modes. I can't figure out how to come out of this. Maybe hit the upper right. No. Darn it. I can't figure out how to come out of this. Let me land this first, folks. I want to save the battery power. We'll do this, figure out how to come out of this on the ground here. We're going to land it. It's probably right under my eyes how to do it, but I'm not seeing it. Let's land it on the pad. So, the problem we're having right now, folks, is I can't figure out how to turn or get out of this feature. Now, if I hit auto, no, manual, I want it to be an auto, not manual. Well, droney orbit, drifting flight. Maybe if I hit video again, does that get us out of it? Yeah, that seems to get us out of it. So I had to hit the video camera again to get it out of there. Never mind that. We'll put a second battery in when this battery is fully depleted. We're just going to do some other flying, or just sport flying with this. I want to try that. So giving it some thrust, or starting it up again, starting the motors, down and in, taken to the air. Now we're in low battery mode, supposedly 25%, starting the video camera. So while we're in the air right now, initial thoughts of this, it's a pretty good drone. I mean, very impressive drone. Let's turn it this way here so I'm got the sun in my face. Impressive drone with what it can do. Now, like I said, it's really windy right now. If you look at that, it's bouncing the drone around, this wind, but it's holding its position real well. So overall, I'm kind of impressed at how it can fly. But let's go to sport mode and burn up its battery. Sport mode. I want to see how fast this thing can fly. This will definitely burn up the battery. But taking off. How fast can it fly? Whoa. This thing can fly real fast. Oh man, it can fly extremely fast. FPV racer fast. Okay, with that in mind, let's bring it back over here and plop it right there again. So I'm curious what happens when it gets down to real low battery level. It's saying 25%, but I don't know if that's true. But okay, we are in sport mode. I'm going back to normal mode, or not cinema, normal mode, because I want to go into this one here and actually fly as fixed wing. We're going to try fixed wing. Hit it in OK. Now this one, the gimbal, I think stays locked, and you get yanking and banking. Yeah. Oh, I'm not seeing what fixed wing does. It flies kind of like sport mode. That's what it does. Yeah. Use combination of yaw and pitch control. So, okay, let's bring that back down. So that was something I wanted to try real quick. But bringing it back down, fixed wing mode. Okay, does this not do a return to home and landing on low battery? I want to find out. So, were we truly in fixed wing mode? When flight speed is up to 3, oh, you got to go 3 meters per second, and you got to be 5 meters for 3 seconds. So I got to go up higher. You got to go fast and high. Hitting OK. Okay, that should be fixed wing mode there. We gotta land. It's warning me to land. So we're gonna land. I'm not seeing it do an automatic return to home and landing. It's just warning me the battery's only enough to land. And I'm not gonna drain this battery because, you know, that's a nice battery. I don't want to lose that. So we're gonna land it right now and switch batteries because I want to demonstrate waypoints and other things here, folks. So hold on while I switch the batteries. Okay, got a fresh battery in there so we can continue flying. So let's start it back up again. Motors inboard. Auto takeoff, or not auto takeoff. I don't like auto takeoffs. I always do manual takeoffs, folks. So, syncing up the camera again. Okay, remember I promised we got to do waypoints, folks. So, hitting intelligent flight modes and then selecting waypoints. And we're going to do regular waypoints and then hitting OK. And again, I want to fly over to the baseball diamonds. So the first baseball diamond that we'll fly to is that one over there. And not a height of 30 meters, but about 13 meters is good. Then to that waypoint, or in that waypoint. And then add. Actually, it's... I didn't like that. Let's zoom in a bit on these so we can see this better. And let's hit waypoint number 1. And actually, we can set this up while it's sitting on the ground. We don't need to be flying. So I'm going to do that. Put it on the ground, folks. We can program these waypoints before we even take off. And that's what I want to do. And by the way, you can also save these waypoints for future use. Say you have a farm field that you want to look for your cows every day or something like that. You can do such with this thing. So there's waypoint 1, and I wish I could set this to default to about 18 meters. That's still too little high. I want to come down to about 9 meters. 9 meters is fine. Then hit add. Then the second waypoint there, 9 meters is fine. Hit add. We're not going to do any of those other things like taking 10-second photos now. Hit add. Then come back to me. Nope. That's not where I want to go. Let's delete that one. I don't like that one. Delete that. Let's go. I want it back toward me. Nope. Delete that. How about coming over me? There we go. No, that one's too close to the trees. Just come home. That's all I wanted to do. There we go. Hit add. So that is the waypoint mission. So let's get into the air. And make sure we are recording. Can't tell. Just hit go. And hit record on our flight. 9 meters altitude. Now I should go over there, then turn around. So yeah, you know, this is useful for, again, people who have a farm field and want to check their farm field, how their crops are growing, or look for cattle. You know, you could have this go over your range and every day. the same mission if you want to fly the same mission every day. And it'll automatically do it. It does a good job too. And you can save these Waypoint missions for daily use, so you don't have to program it each time. Here it comes overhead, going to Waypoint 2. Waypoint 2 over at that baseball field. And should stop there shortly. Then arrive at Waypoint 2. Then it's going to turn and go to Waypoint 3. Off in that direction. Flying to Waypoint 3. And the only people here today seem to be a couple of people playing frisbee golf, so I don't feel too concerned about flying too far over there. Normally I don't like to go over that area in case there's people. I really like to avoid people with my drones, folks. I just don't want to lose this flying area, being able to use this flying area. So now it's going to come back in my general direction. Can I change the view as it's coming back? Temporarily. But here it comes. Going to Waypoint 4 overhead. They're nearby there. So arrive at Waypoint 4, and that's its mission. So Waypoint mission complete. So coming back down. Now the next thing I want to try is I want to go. We're still recording. No, we're not. Let's hit record. I want to go above those tree lines. I normally don't go over that area because I don't want to interrupt hikers that might be in that area. But there's nobody here today, folks. So I'm going up higher, and we're going to go over the tree line because what I want to do is I want to go above the tree line. And over in that area there, as you can see, there is a water tower. Flying toward the water tower. Okay, that's about the farthest I want to go, so I want to keep my eyes on this thing. But we are over the tree line, turning to the right, looking back toward us eventually here. Where's our little H? Oh, there's our little H. There we are. And coming back. And as it comes back, we're 50 meters up. I want to try one other thing over here. Let me hit this. And I'm looking for course lock. Save the fly direction there. Free fly as free mode is flying direction. Course and flight direction will not relate to heading in course lock. People in buildings. And hit OK. And use sticks to the direction of head. And go to lock. And hitting go. Okay. It should go. Maybe I have to push forward. Now in this position, you can look around as you're going. This is similar to flying like in headless mode. See, it's just going in that one direction. And then let's come out of it. So it's like headless mode, so you can look around as you're flying. So, and pushing forward. And coming back down again. Looking around the area. So all in all, this is pretty dang awesome. Pretty dang awesome drone. What I'm seeing so far, folks, I really like it. Coming back to us. Coming back to the... So, Okay, so I did most of the flights I wanted to do with this. Bring it up close here, give you my thoughts on it so far. And let's get the sun in a position so it don't show up on here. But all in all, let me sync up the cameras. All in all, what I'm seeing so far, go up a bit higher. This is one of the best drones I've seen in this price range, folks. Very good drone, able to do just about anything. Very advanced features. It should be make your average droney very happy with this particular drone, what it can do. Now it has that 9-kilometer range. Again, you cannot legally fly 9 kilometers in most countries, folks. In my case, I was only flying out to about 100 meters, 150 meters, and there's a puddle jumper going overhead. He's way up there, about 1,000 feet. I'm not flying up 1,000 feet, so I don't have to worry about him. But also, all in all, very good value for the price. Highly recommend it on this particular drone. I really like it. I'm keeping this one. Trust me, I'm keeping this one. This is Quadcopter 101 keeper. Okay, for the remainder of the flight, let's go up to about, let's go around the area again. Let's just do some FPV flying around the area with this particular drone. Again, I like to do low altitude FPV flying. Don't like to go up high because you can't see the details of what's down on the ground like you can when you're flying low. I like flying low, like like an FPV drone low. And again, as we get over there, let's go back to tripod mode. Hit go, and then push forward again. Flying around the area in tripod mode. Now, there's a pump house over there. Let's go explore the pump house. We'll go above it this time. I'm going above the pump house this time. Above that wire, so I don't have to worry about it. Going forward. Now, I'm going to come out of cinema mode, or tripod mode, because I want to go into that cinema mode. Now, cinema mode slows down everything, okay, and braking and speeding up. And it's supposed to give you really smooth video. I don't know about that. There's the pump house. This definitely slows down the gimbal. Go up a bit higher above the trees. And pushing forward. And coming around. Raising the gimbal while I'm pushing forward. And coming down lower again. Because once we get down low enough, I'm going into sport mode for the return flight. Go over to the tree line there. That's close enough. Turn it toward me. Make sure I'm high enough that I don't hit the ground on the way back, because the ground does come up to meet me. Okay, we're going to hit stop cinema mode and go into normal sport mode. Let's see how this does on the way back. Pushing forward. Whoa. Zoom. Look how fast that thing can go in sport mode. I mean, golly. Come back to me again. Okay. Going back to sport mode. Sport mode return again. Let's go full speed this time. Wow. That is FPV racer fast. Kind of like that. But that really burns up batteries when you go in like that, folks. I'm pretty sure I used up a lot of battery that time. Coming back in gently. So that was sport mode. Okay, I got more battery power here. Again, I want to go back up. Let me stop that video recording. Start it up again. Again, I'm going to go up to the tree line this time, except low, up to the tree line. And also I want to go in normal mode, not in sport mode. Let's hit normal. Cinema, no. One more time. Normal. Let's head toward the tree line this time, and we'll just explore around the tree line. So yeah, this is a nice explorer drone. Nice cinema drone. Nice everything drone. I really like it. And as I mentioned, I'm keeping this one. I'm not donating this one. I usually donate my drones, folks. I just can't keep them. And I don't sell them either. I don't want to get involved in that either. But, you know, I donate them to local schools and charities. But this one here, I'm keeping it. Now over here, there's an area that has a hill for sled riding somewhere here. Is that it? I'm not sure if that's it or not. I'm not sure. Let's just slide to the right and take a look. And push forward a bit more. I think that might be the sled riding hill. Yeah, that is. How much battery power do I got? I got enough. Let's go in that area. Ooh, before I do go in there, let's go into tripod mode. Nice and slow. Coming down. A little bit lower. Tripod mode, so I don't over zip in there. And let's raise the gimbal up to make sure I don't hit any trees. I don't want to see any trees coming up to meet me either. Going inbound. So, darn, really cool. There's a trail there, going up the trail. Going up, whoa, 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 whoa. I think I hit that. Came up to meet me there. I'm going to slowly turn to the right. Come out of there. Let's come out of there. Almost hit that. Come down. But the signal was nice and strong. That's why I wanted to go in there. I did have a little bit of glitches there, but I wanted to make sure that I still had a signal when I went in there, and I did. Okay. Okay, we should be out of there by now. So I'm coming out of tripod mode. Exit tripod mode. We're going back to normal. And if I push forward, it should go normal speed. Back toward us. Back to the H. So all in all, yeah. Cool drone. Really cool drone, folks. Really, really cool drone. Fimi, you got a winner here. Okay. So, you know, I'm not going to run this down to the battery's dead. I've demonstrated just about all I needed to. This video is going to be really long. I apologize for that, folks, but I wanted to try all the features. They all seem to work. Real well. I hope that they did. Normally, you don't see all the features working on a drone. This one does. And Fimi's always updating their apps, so if there are any bugs, they tend to fix them. And that's a good point too. So, again, Fimi Mini 3, very good drone. Highly recommended. I like it. Hope you enjoyed this flight. Let's put it on the pad. Let's do a final return to home from here. So let's watch it go up. It should go up and should come right back down. So holding down the return to home button. And there it goes. Final return to home. Should do a precision landing too. See if it sees the pad. It's looking for it. It's launch pad detected. Coming back down. Well, how accurate is this landing? Yeah, the wind's died down to about 3 miles per hour right now. But sees the pad. And remember, for these precision landings, you need one of these landing pads. They're inexpensive. That's why people use these, folks. That's the idea of these circles here. It helps these precision landing aircraft find the pad. But again, final thoughts. Great drone. Liked it. Hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101. Signing out.
Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.